I was wondering if you could speak a little bit more on the divergence of literature from storytelling. If you've identified like a single cause, and if there's an antidote to that.
I think it's got, well, the answer is it's got something to do with the modernist movement. I mean, it's something to do with high modernism, which is just about 100 years ago. You know, and you think, I mean, Ulysses came out in, what, 1916? So it's just about to have a 100th anniversary. Proust was writing at the same kind of time. And it's as if the kind of formal interests became so great that narrative became secondary. You know, I mean, Ulysses, for example, is full of stories. So it's got 1,000 stories in it. You know, but story is not the thing that drives it. The thing that drives it is form, you know? And language experiment. And I love Ulysses. I think it's maybe if I had to pick one book, that might be it, you know. But what I came to feel is that popular fiction retained an interest in story and was always driven by story. Wasn't particularly good at anything else. You know, the characters were cardboard, the sentences were crap, you know, but the story was driving and full of hooks and cliffhangers and things that kept people interested, and you know, so these books were page turners. You know, that they were, even though they lacked many of the virtues of great literature, and great literature had all these other virtues, but sometimes didn't have that narrative drive. You know, and again, you think of Proust's great novel. Again, it's full of stories, you know, but stories are not what propel it. And I just thought there's something's wrong there, you know, because there's no need for this to happen. Because if you go back just 100 years before that, if you go back to the 19th century and you have, let's say, Dickens, you know, I mean, Dickens is all about story, you know, and yet he was the greatest writer of the 19th century. So it seems to me it's a false split. There's no reason why literature should be contemptuous of story. And so I, back from the beginning, tried to put them back together, you know, and I think my view is if you're going to build a big car, put a big engine in it, you know, and story is the engine. And books which are big but have a small engine, I think they just sit there, you know, and I put it like this: I, as a writer, I'm very easily bored. I mean, as a reader, I'm very easily bored. And so as a writer, I can very easily bore myself. And so I'm always trying to not bore myself. And story is the thing that drives it. You know, and sometimes you see these young writers writing beautiful, very well-crafted tales of, I mean, just to satirize it, you know, sort of life in the suburbs in Connecticut, you know. And I say, how about if a spaceship landed on the lawn? You know? Wouldn't that be interesting? That's sort of what I mean. I mean, do something, for God's sake. Let something happen.
Hi guys, thanks for watching this Politics and Prose Events Essential. We are a bookstore, so if you're interested in checking out the books featured in this video, click here to buy it from our website. If you want to watch more highlights from our other spectacular events, click here. To watch the full version of this author's talk, click here. Or to stay up to date on all of our events, follow our social media accounts by clicking these guys down here. And don't forget to check out our whole channel and subscribe to our other videos. Do that by clicking on the Politics and Prose logo up here in this corner. Right here. Click. Thank you. So nice. So nice. You guys are the greatest. So great.